Hello, princesses, and welcome back to Not Fit for Print Beauty with me, Rebecca. As you may or may not know, if you've watched my channel lately, I have had the absolute pleasure and frankly honor of working with the lovely people over at Charlotte Tilbury and charlottetilbury.com to talk about pillow talk parties and pillow talk pop shots on the eyes. And I am here with the help of a lovely Charlotte Tilbury PR haul that came today, and I get to talk about Charlotte Tilbury again. Now, I do have to tell you, in all honesty, I feel qualified to do this because I am a big fan of the brand. I always have been since before Charlotte Tilbury even started her namesake brand. And today we're going to talk about Charlotte Tilbury skincare. Now, about 3 years ago at this point, my goodness, it was a while ago, I did a Charlotte Tilbury skincare roundup. I told you what I think of all of her skincare products, and it's actually, I'll link it below, one of the most successful videos I've ever done, and that was all products that I had used exclusively and I had purchased myself. So though a lot of the products you're going to see today were gifted to me by Charlotte Tilbury, the brand, I want you to know this isn't some one-off thing. These are products, they're going to function as refills for me. These are products I have a lot of experience. So since I've already kind of done an overview of Charlotte Tilbury skincare, today I'm going to show you my 7 favorite Lucky 7 Charlotte Tilbury skincare products of all of them. I like a lot of her skincare. I really like a lot of Charlotte Tilbury skincare, but I'm going to do my top 7 products that I use all the time, kind of in the order I use them. And then I'm going to throw in an 8th product, which is the brand new Magic Body Cream. I have been working with this for a few days, and I want to talk to you about that as well. I purchased one myself and I've been working with it, and they were also nice enough to gift me with a new one. So I have 2. Very lucky me, I know. All right, so let's talk about it. Everything will be linked below at charlottetilbury.com. Let's get started. The first thing I want to talk to you about is something I have been praising for years now, which is called the Goddess Cleansing Ritual. It's a 2-step system, and I think it's exceptional. The first step is an oil that you use on dry skin. Now, in my last video, I showed you me taking off makeup with it. It takes off and dissolves your makeup so well. So in this video, I'm going to show you me using it on clean skin, because it doesn't have to be used with a face full of makeup. So I'm going to show you on clean skin. You rub it into dry skin, and it could be full of makeup or not, doesn't matter, end of the day, beginning of the day. And then you use the lovely muslin cloth. Now this muslin cloth comes kind of crisp, but when you wet it, it becomes, as you see, very pliable, and it takes that off. And then you can go right into the second portion, which is kind of a clay that you put over wet skin and you rub until it goes, the brand says white, but it's actually kind of a gray shade. And then you use that lovely muslin cloth to take it off with afterwards. The muslin cloth has just enough tooth to it to kind of slightly exfoliate the skin without being irritating. Though it looks very stiff here, when it's wet, it becomes very pliable and gentle. It's kind of just enough. And that's $46. I've linked that below. Now let's talk about the Magic Body Cream, because before we get into other things, now this Magic Body Cream is, you could buy the little one here for $30 or the larger for $65. I now have both. This is gives a radiant body glow. I'm actually going to put some on my hands here because it's got a lovely scent to it. You can massage in, let me just show you how thick it is here on camera. Look at that, isn't that lovely? You can massage in this Magic Body Cream. Oh, it's so lovely. I just do it even with my rings on. I don't care. In sweeping motions, you could go across the stomach. I've been using this on my legs. You can use this on your thighs, but it also improves circulation and joint tension, so you can use it on wrists and elbows. You can use it on ankles. It just also softens elbows. You know, if you get those winter kind of elephant elbows, you know, that are dry and uncomfortable. It is a really, really nice moisturizer for the body. And it just, oh my gosh, my hands especially, and in the winter now, and we're still washing our hands so much, it just feels really nice. This is the only product of the 8 that I'm featuring today that I have less experience with and have only been using for about a week now, but I find it to be absolutely lovely. And the scent It's not floral. It's a little bit like the Magic Face Cream if you've ever used it, and it's very subtle, not overwhelming. I am allergy girl. It doesn't make me itchy. It's just really nice. The thing I like about it as a hand cream, I just use it on my hands. It doesn't leave a greasy so much. I've actually stopped and washed off hand lotion before because I am busy. I do not have time to slow down. This just soaks right in and you can really use your hands, but they still feel moisturized, which is a kind of a nice combination. And like I said, this is in a larger $65 or $30. If you feel that is too pricey, and I understand that, then it can be used in extreme cases once a week, on elbows or joints or hands when hands get particularly dry. And that's what I like it for. It can be a special occasion. It doesn't have to be daily, and it will last. You don't have to use too much of it either. So it's kind of an investment, I realize, but I think it's a good one. Okay, let's talk about something I have bragged about forever. And I don't know why I just brought my cute little travel one over here, but I have them in every size. This is the Magic Serum Crystal Elixir. You can subscribe to this online and get it sent to you. If you go on charlottetilbury.com, you can subscribe and it will come regularly and you save money. Or you can buy the $85 version or the $184 version. I am lucky to also have collected so many little samples. I use them for travel and I use them in this video. This can be used morning and night. Sometimes I use it just in the morning. I'll tell you why in a moment. And you put it on clean, dry skin, under moisturizer, before SPF if it's the morning. So this would be your first step. And it makes a really a bright, glowing skin and reduces fine lines and wrinkles, helps eliminate enlarged pores. And it does have a little bit of a scent, but it's not a floral scent. It kind of is a bit botanical and it dissipates, and I find it actually really pleasant. You know, when you're kind of around your face and you can kind of smell. It's just I find this to be a really kind of great all-purpose serum. It just works and plays well under moisturizer and SPF and under makeup, and I just think it's a lovely little creature. I have really enjoyed this, and I haven't done an empties video in forever. I kind of got bored of empties videos, but it's funny. I was keeping an empties collection and I have like 3 of the big versions of this in there. So this is a product I have a lot of experience with buying and purchasing myself. Let's talk about Magic Cream. You can't do a Charlotte Tilbury video without talking about Magic Cream. And you might have seen so many advertisements for Magic Cream that you don't think about it anymore, but let's actually give it its due and talk about it. Magic Cream is, you know the story. This is the product that Charlotte Tilbury would use backstage long before she ever had a skincare line or a cosmetics line. And they would ask her to take it home. She kind of would concoct it herself. It has so many great things, and this is already a very, very well-loved. They did send me another one. It's gonna be a refill. I haven't opened it. Here's my own. And it comes in a beautiful case. It actually does sell refills now. You can get a small one or a normal size one for $65 or a really big one for $260. I kind of like to get the smaller one because then I like opening a fresh one. It may be penny wise and pound foolish, but I just like it when they're fresh. Or you can get a refill, which is really nice too. And when you put this on, you're going to massage it in, and you could tap to help with drainage in the lymph system. And it's just kind of, there's something about it, just the right amount of glow, and it's just the right amount of moisture. And you can put in more if you have dry skin or less if you have oily skin. If you have particularly oily skin, this is a great night cream too before you go to bed. It might be all that you need. It's just really multi-purpose. It's also like a primer, really. Just a lovely, lovely product. It always has been and always will be. It's iconic for a reason, so I thought I would talk about it. Now let's talk about the Collagen Super Fusion Facial Oil. I did a video on this. I don't know why I brought out my little sample again. I did a video on this when it was first released. Such a lovely product. And the reason I like it is it can be used in so many different ways. In the video here, you'll see me mixing it with the serum. So I mix it with a little elixir, the Crystal Elixir Serum, and I love doing that. It just adds that little bit of shine to the skin. But you can use this alone, under makeup. Sometimes I use it instead of Magic Cream. Sometimes I mix it in with Magic Cream. How do I base that? Just on my mood and how I feel my skin is feeling that morning. If it's extra dry or it needs a little bit more radiance, I'll put a few drops of this into the Magic Cream to use as a kind of nice glowing primer. If you have oily skin, you can use this at night, and it can be the only thing you put on at night. Just like a little gentle facial oil on clean skin. Go right to sleep. It's beautiful, or mixed with the magic Elixir serum at night. This mixes well. It goes under makeup. I have even put a few drops of this into foundation just to give foundation a little bit of a glowy boost. It is a lovely product. If you like skin oils and you haven't tried this, you are doing yourself a disservice. Again, am I speaking from products that Charlotte Tilbury sent me that I've tried once? Absolutely not. You guys, I am talking about products that I have worked with for years. Okay, Charlotte Tilbury eye creams. I am going to tell you my favorite one, and it will surprise you. It is actually not the kind of iconic Charlotte Tilbury eye cream. Believe it or not, I absolutely love one that isn't talked about as much, and this is the Cryo Recovery Eye Serum. It's $70, and or you could subscribe and get it for less. I know that's pricey, but it's a super, super good eye cream. I keep mine in my beauty fridge. I do have a little beauty refrigerator. I keep my vitamin C in it. I keep this in it. This has caffeine in it, a proprietary ingredient called Ice Wake, and it depuffs and smooths and brightens. It has this metal tip, and when it's in the fridge, I just love the way it feels underneath the eye. Just that alone kind of wakes my eyes up, makes them feel brighter and nicer. Plus, I don't have any reaction to this. I have to be really careful with eye creams. Oh, I can get milia under the eyes. I can get all sorts of rashes and irritation, and I just love how gentle this is under my eyes. I have particularly sensitive eyes. I don't know. Okay, now this is a product, you're going to laugh because I'm going to be just exceedingly honest with you guys. This is a product that I didn't catch on to. I didn't think I liked it for about a year. Then I grabbed it to use it and I went, hey, this is pretty good. And that is the Magic Lip Oil Crystal Elixir. Now online right now I have linked to the clear one. That's my favorite. But I am using up they sometimes Charlotte Tilbury will sell it in colors, and that's fine with me too. It's really the same with a little bit of a tint to it. This plumps, defines, and moisturizes for 24 hours. You can even use it as an overnight treatment. They're $40 and lasts forever. There's a little roller ball here, and I will admit it's kind of tough to get it started, but once you do, this one has a little bit of a kind of a red shade, a berry shade to it, but they're so comfortable on the lips. I'm wearing some Pillow Talk lipstick right now, the Matte Revolution lipstick. So this kind of over it adds a little bit of shine, and it's super comfy, kind of smells nice. It doesn't have a real scent to it, but just kind of nice, comfy. I like to put this on in the morning. I keep it by my shower, and when I get out of the shower, I just put it all over my lips, which with this color, that can look a little silly because I don't use a mirror. So I go up and around, but it's a people were telling me how much they loved this, and I was like, I don't really see the excitement. And then I really started turning to it, and I have loved it ever since, and I replace it. I've owned it in all the shades that it comes in, but to be honest with you, the kind of crystal original clear is my favorite. It's a darn good lip oil. You should look into it if you haven't. My last product that I want to talk about today is slightly controversial. Not everyone loves it, but I swear if you use it the right way, you will love it. And that is the Magic Night Cream. Now this is a pricey $145, but you can get a refill for it. Okay, here's what I love about it. And if you haven't liked it, I'm going to tell you why you'll like it if you use it the right way. You can see how well loved this is. And I have 2 replacements waiting. Okay, this is very, very kind of, has almost an oily feel to it, but it's not oil. If you have not liked it in the past, it is because you have used too much of it. Just put a little bit on, rub it into the skin. I use this 2 times a week on dry, clean skin before bed. And I just put a little on and I rub it in. I use a little bit more in the winter. It's been cold here in Southern California, so I've used a little bit more. And I don't use it every single night. When I wake up in the morning, my skin has drunk it all in. And it is just so happy. It helps plump the skin, firm the skin, tighten pores, deals with fine lines and wrinkles. It's just really a lovely product. I even run it up and around the eye area. And it's really probably my favorite indulgence as a night treatment. And when I talk about Charlotte Tilbury skincare, It's something I'm kind of passionate about because I have really used these products and I get it. I get it. Charlotte Tilbury is a makeup company. So there's a lot of people that say, I don't know about the skincare. Let me tell you, the technology is here. The research is here. These are products I use for myself, that I have purchased and repurchased for myself. So though I am very flattered and honored that Charlotte Tilbury would send me some for free, that was extremely kind of them, please know that these are refills to products I trust and use all the time. But I linked them below. There are many more skincare products, and if you have questions about them, you can ask me below. I have used and worked with all of them, so I will be entirely honest with you, and I'll tell you what I love and what I like. There is nothing I don't like, actually. I am a big fan of her skincare. So check them out below. I've linked everything. Ask me any questions you want. I am super honored and happy to work with Charlotte Tilbury on this project, and I'm so glad that you were here. Let's talk down below in comments about Charlotte Tilbury skincare, shall we? Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. I sure hope that you did. If you haven't already done so, make sure that you subscribe and come say hello over on TikTok and Instagram too. You can support this channel by becoming a member or giving super thanks, but I am just happy you are here, and I am thrilled to see you, and I hope to see you again in the next video. Bye-bye.